mixologist Darren Geraghty from the Candlelight Bar at Siam Thai in Dundrum in Dublin joins us to make some delectable drinks, and they will be.
So, Darren, what would you put on a royal cocktail menu then?
So, you kind of have to cover all the bases. So, the Bellini is a kind of classic, kind of festive party wedding drink. And then I also have a take on that for inspired by Meghan. So, and then we have a non-alcoholic version as well, like a non-alcoholic sour.
Okay.
And then we're finishing with a wedding cake inspired drink as well.
OK, let's get
You'd
started.
have to think, though, it is the British aristocracy, so there'd be a lot of Pimm's flying around today, wouldn't you?
A lot of champagne, a lot of wine. They have access to a lot of good juice.
Yes,
Right, so
I'd
what's going
imagine
into this?
So we've got fresh strawberry.
Okay.
We've got rose syrup.
Now, can we buy that somewhere?
You can buy rose syrup in
Most
really
places.
good drink shops.
Okay.
You can make it. There's recipes online. Then we've got some lemon juice and some egg white. So lemon juice squeezed from fresh lemons, egg white from eggs.
This is one of my favourite things to put in a drink is egg white. I love it in a cocktail. I love the flavour it brings. This is a non-alcoholic
This is
cocktail you're
non-alcoholic.
making.
So this is the egg white adds texture and
Yes.
it causes the drink to kind of foam up. So,
I think it's delicious. And
then-
to that, you're going to add
so we're going to strain this into our little glass.
lovely jubbly.
And then we're going to top it with non-alcoholic grape juice. So there's all sorts of stuff. This is everything that I'm using today is available in a good supermarket.
Including all your little bits and pieces that you use, your little mini strainer, your cocktail shaker. Worth investing in, I think, just for the look of it and the fun of it if you're having a party.
To be honest with you, the world has exploded when people making cocktails at home, so everything is available. Literally everything is available in a good supermarket.
Now, you might have to make a second one of those at some stage because there could be a row between the two lads
Well,
who's
I'll
getting
tell
the
you what,
non-alcoholic.
I'll do the non-alcoholic stuff and you can do the real stuff, OK?
OK, and then you're going to have to give a sup of the non-alcoholic stuff to Noel as well. Isn't that right, Noel? Absolutely.
That is correct.
So we're going to move on to the Markle Sparkle.
Oh.
So inspired by
It's
the lady
very
herself.
rosy. But then there's rose.
A rose by any other name.
Well,
A rose by any other name.
OK.
So we've got fresh strawberries.
Yes.
So we've got pink peppercorn syrup. So all the recipes are available online in case anyone can't follow me, and then I also can provide recipes for the ingredients.
OK.
But I use one that I buy, so it's a peppercorn syrup, but you can also make it with pink peppercorns from a good supermarket.
Right. Or you can just buy it.
Or buy it.
That's sugar-based as well.
It's sugar-based as well. So these are the sweeteners. So most cocktails you consist of a sweetener in
Yeah,
some form or
yeah.
fashion. So we've got a Megan's favourite drink. It's called Tiganello. It's a Tuscan red wine. It's a
Of red
super
wine.
Tuscan.
You
So
said it's actually sold out in
I
Dublin already.
couldn't find it in Dublin. I think everyone's having a
Look.
royal wedding party.
And then nobody's remotely interested. Hello.
But this is...
Hello,
Nobody
that's
cares.
the
Is it a
Megan
Chianti?
effect.
Is it a Chianti?
It's it's a super Tuscan. So I've actually used a Chianti to basically replicate. So
Okay.
a lot of Sangiovese, a little bit of Merlot, and some Cab Sauv in it.
I'm delighted
So
to hear.
I found a budget version so we could do it today because it's everyone wants to be able to enjoy a little.
What a lovely thing to make tomorrow morning if you're having a couple of friends over to watch the royal wedding, wouldn't it?
Which that's the fun.
Absolutely. And you've put in gorgeous, or you're going to put in lovely, expensive champagne. But you can buy Cava or Prosecco or anything that sparkles, can't you?
There's I'm going to use Taittinger Rose Champagne.
So, how did you say that?
Taittinger.
Not Tadinger.
I thought it was Taittinger. Now, both are right, both are correct, but Taittinger is the way that the world
It's a
of
bit
champagne
like-
producers say it.
Moet is Moet, isn't it? If it's pronounced correct.
Moet, yeah.
Moet.
If it's pronounced correctly. Now, can I just bring over that other non-alcoholic one too?
Yeah.
And Noel, you can have a go
Queen-
of this.
The Queen likes.
If you don't mind.
The Queen likes a glass of champagne, just neat, plain.
Does she? Girl after my own heart. We've so
a-
much in common, the two of us.
So, we have the Markle Sparkle.
The Markle Sparkle. It looks delicious. Cheers to the royal wedding.
Mark,
Nice,
that's
isn't it?
it's delicious.
Yeah.
Do you like
And
that?
it's delicious. It's not sickly, it's actually very pleasant. There's a bit of a bite to it. which
OK,
is
so
nice.
that's the Markle Sparkle. Now,
So we're
we're
gonna
on
do-
now to the Royal Bellini.
Royal Bellini,
I love
inspired by the couple. So we've got a ginger and orange marmalade, a Earl Grey tea syrup, and
That's what I'm thinking. Sorry, what marmalade?
so you can buy like orange marmalade. Okay, this one actually has stem ginger in it. So I made a syrup from it. So I got a jar of marmalade and I added a little bit of boiling water and I broke it down and it turned it into a syrup. So it's an easy way to make a syrup at home.
How clever. That's just like a jar of marmalade you buy off the shelf.
Literally, super simple.
Fantastic. OK. And to that you were adding...
So I added some Earl Grey syrup. So there's a lot of tartness in the marmalade. So I actually sometimes add a little bit of lemon juice if the marmalade's a little bit sweet. But you don't need it in this.
OK. So to that, that's it.
So that's it. Very, very
And
simple.
what
Here we
actually
go
is the
again.
alcohol that's supposed to go into a Bellini? It's
Bellini is just, it's usually peach puree and then Prosecco. So I've used a rose Prosecco because, again, Megan's she loves a bit of rose.
Just to be clear, I should be drinking it like this, shouldn't I? With one finger, is it no?
No.
Or my little finger out?
Yeah, well, that's kind of an
fermentation.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just
Works for me.
it's the holding the handle with two fingers.
The two fingers?
The thumb and the forefinger. Yes, that's
Richie Dixon.
no, like that. Yes.
No,
No.
all jokes aside, these are all lovely, right? But there's going to be an awful lot of army guys there, right?
Yes.
And these nice, delicate feet, little drinks and all the rest of it, those guys will probably be gagging for a pint at some stage.
And they will have it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Trust
They'll be-
me. Believe me, when Prince William got married, they had the greatest knees up that anybody had ever seen in Buckingham Palace.
So, I mean, you wouldn't be surprised if there's a few flagons aside or go west this afternoon.
Totally. Make no mistake.
think?
Make no mistake about it. William and Harry will put on the best party imaginable.
There will be no naggins, though. Like, nobody will be sneaking out to the car park or anything. I presume it's a free bar.
They won't have a security check for sort of bringing bottles like one has
Up
to
to the
do
hotel
something.
bedroom.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like the cabaret nights in Dublin where they where ladies of a certain vintage, you bring a drink in. What do they call them? We used to call them muddlers, I think.
Yeah,
You'd
but your
sneak a
point
bottle
is a
in.
very valid one, Mark, that people think just because of the royal family that you know, their service colleagues that they served with in Afghanistan are going to be sitting around sipping
Yeah,
a
and it's-
Bellini. Load of old cobblers. They'll be having a good pint of scrum. You know.
This is the,
Stella.
Yeah.
These are the epitome of the hunting, riding, shooting, fishing aristocracy.
Yeah.
You know, give me a sandwich and a flask, and away I go.
Now, before we go, this is the last one. It's
Oh,
called Let Them Eat
so
Cake.
pretty.
So let them in cake.
And we'll put the recipe up.
So
This
the
is-
recipe, so basically it's limoncello, bloom gin, so it's a floral gin, fresh lemon, egg white, and it's
OK.
And just look at the gorge. Look,
That
isn't
is
that
life.
Just look at
it's
and
an
the beauty of
elderflower
that.
cordial. So again, Tesco's or Mark's or whatever, and it's inspired by the flavour profile of
Delicious.
the cake, and then inspired with fresh flowers.
Mark,
That's-
in the old days, we used to pay girls to sit at our bar counter in our five-star hotel in London, drinking a cocktail to increase sales. It's
Sorry.
true.
Where was I?
No, correct.
Where was that call? I was
Absolutely.
available for that
You're
job.
still available.
I was just really worried where you were going with that story.
Yes, so was I.
Oh, thank God. Right.
Wonderful, as always,
Thank
darling. Who needs the royal wedding, huh? Now, after the break, a speculation mounts over what dress Meghan Markle will choose to wear when she marries Prince Harry tomorrow. We've rounded up 6 stunning styles fit for a princess. Stay tuned.